And here we are. Hello, everyone. Rob Sachetto here. Hope I'm coming in loud and clear for y'all. Yeah. Seems like it was a long time since last. But it always does. It always does. I miss doing lives. I did a quick and dirty live one with the nude Trump drawing. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. It's all in fun. It's just fun, you know. The guy puts himself out there, man. He's got to expect. He's got to expect jokes. You know, he can't not expect jokes, man. So yeah, guys, check that out. I hope you're doing great. I hope you had a great week, everyone. Yeah, it is Friday, but man, it is awful outside. It is awful again. Like, this winter is, I think it's telling me to do, like, it's keeping me inside to do Cape Fear too. So I better really, get on that. This weekend is going to be all Cape Fear 2. Yeah, all Cape Fear 2. There might be a couple of zombie things I'm working on, but there's a couple requests that I kind of want to get done. The dude from Red Dead Redemption. So I'm almost finished penciling him. I don't think the painting time is gonna be very intensive. I don't think the washes will be very intensive for that. Yeah, in my opinion, I think it's a lot of earth tones. Maybe his shirt's blue and stuff, but yeah, so a lot of earth tones. I'll be able to do it quick. So yeah, I think in about a week. Should have that Red Dead Redemption guy done. Morgan something. Yeah. Anyway, it was a request. JD Edgens, hey, how you doing? Oh my goodness. Wow, it's been a long time. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for stopping in this evening. Yeah, it's lonely and barren and desolate out there in my neck of the woods anyway. Yeah, my goodness, it's like a snow picnic out there, man. So, yeah. But, yeah, glad you could join us here on the channel in the studio live, doing another zombie version of an inanimate and quite obsolete retro object. This time an SLR camera. Yeah, man. And I used to work in a camera shop when I was a young lad of cheek of tan, as they would say. Yeah. What a great job that was, man. Yeah, I was selling cameras, yo. Selling cameras, yo. Yeah. Like a boss. Yeah, man. And it all came crashing down. Yeah. Yeah. Decisions were made. Accidents happened. Yeah, that was Black's Cameras. I don't know if anybody remembers that from way back when. I think they probably fizzled out and became bankrupt or folded like early 2000s, I'm gonna say. Yeah, yeah. But I'd worked there for years, and it was a lot of fun, man. Yeah, selling the cameras, and film, right? Like you, and I would work in the lab, too. Lab. I would work in the that's how I would answer the phone to lab, you know, from the store when they would call into the lab and back. I'd be like, yeah, that's literally how I answer the phone, lab. So that was a fun job, man. That was a fun job. Yeah, working obsolete machines too. Like there was a silver recovery unit, man, for the film and stuff. It was crazy. Like the things you would have to do for that Wimmis. Like you'd have to go through the super Wimmis thing, right? Of course, for all the chemical stuff that you would be, um, in front of or around, right? So yeah, you're dealing with a lot of weird chemicals, right? Yeah. So I'm zombifying this camera by basically turning everything kind of fleshy, right? And organic. So it's almost like a pinhead kind of thing for these gears, or for these sort of what do you call it? Ribs, grips. Grip things. Yeah, it's soft, and it's kind of like a rib cage in the lens. So yeah, crazy stuff, right? Giving an inanimate object like human traits, you know. I don't know if anthropomorphic is the right word for this though. That's more animal traits to humans, or something else. Anthropomorphic? I don't know. I can't remember now. Something like that. Something like that. I'll know it when I see it. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you had a great week. Hope you have an even better weekend. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to doing a lot of Cape Fear 2 stuff. I've got a lot of layouts done, man, so I'm going to be transferring a lot of stuff this weekend, and doing penciling pages, man, penciling new pages. Yeah. So look at me now, Ma. Yeah. Look at me now, Ma. No, it's one of those things that I have to do, and it's taken a long time because it's a huge undertaking for me anyway. You know, like writing and then drawing all the stuff I have to do for a 150 page plus graphic novel. Like, yeah, man, that's a lot for one dude, I think. And especially the style that I've established. I think the next thing I do will be a different style. It'll be a more cartoonish style. I established a style that was like almost. There's a lot of photo reference in it, and I'm doing that stuff right now. I'm using photo reference. I actually staged a scene, with friends years ago. That is finally I'm using it for the scene I'm doing right now. So yeah, and that scene also required reference, like the entire scene itself, like the establishing shot and all that stuff. So I had to find reference for that too. So anyway, yeah, man, I'm not taking this lightly. If I'm gonna do a comic, I better do it as good as I can. because that lasts forever. It's not like some of these drawings. You'll see them on Zombie Daily. And if you want, you'll be able to purchase them or like order some of the prints off the page or whatever eventually. But comic stuff, man, like that goes into collections, and like a lot more people sort of hang on to that and scrutinize it. So yeah, it's a huge, like, I want it to be cohesive, man, and understandable. So that's a huge thing. Yeah, gotta think of those things. Gotta think of those things. Yeah, I don't want it to be something, and like, I don't think the first graphic novel was, confusing or anything. It was pretty straightforward, despite its complexity, and that's the key to writing for me, anyway. Yeah. Oh, geez, go away for like 1 second, and I'm like deluged. Guys, sorry about that. I was away for a moment. Popped in to say hello. Be heading home soon. Love that. So awesome. Thank you, man. Sick Shop. Guys, go to the Sick Shop. That's all I'm going to say for now. Go to the Sick Shop. Nat, that's so cool, man. Thank you. Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you so much for that. Dude, so good. What's next? Boy, I don't know what's next. You know what? Like when I do the wash on this, I'll have to wait till it dries to start inking. So I'm gonna be working on some of these guys, man. Yeah, these are like new. I draw a lot more than what you see on camera, right? So like I'm doing these headshot zombie heads, man. I'm going through a phase. Yeah. Look at me, Ma. I'm going through a phase. Yeah. It's a cry for help. He just draws zombie heads blowing up all the time. Yeah. I'm going through a phase. Where was I? Oh yeah, sorry. Sick Shop. Shared everywhere. Love this series. Thank you, man. Yeah. It's a cool trend line. Yeah. But you know what? I love this series too. I love doing this series an awful lot, and yeah, it's when you see all the images side by side, together, it's very creepy, man. You can almost see them in frames in a house, and like people going, "Oh, look at those nice drawings." And as they get closer, they realize that they're like flesh, man. Yeah. So anyway, it's they're very cool in a bunch, or a murder, yeah, as you would say, as you refer to it. So yes, indeed. So yeah, no, I'm loving it. I'm loving them, man. I'm loving them too, and yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. They're a challenge, man, but they're a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it's just for me. Sometimes it's like, okay, this one is like just the way it's depicted, except this, and this. And others, it's like, oh, okay, I have the latitude to do way more, and not have it interfere with the general image, structure or anything like that, right? So ZomCon, I fit that in there. I'm so clever. ZomCon instead of Nikon, yeah, I'm a superstar. So, there. That's pretty good. I think I like that. Lots of fleshy curves and indentations, you know. I'm going to leave that probably looking like more of a brand in the flesh than the letters, right? So I'm going to do that there. Yeah. The strap looks like jerky, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love this series, man. I love this series. It's great. It's great, you know. Yeah. I gotta do some more of those. Them there cryptids. Them there cryptids. Yeah, cool trend line, bro. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's true though. It's true. Yeah, like almost by default. Like, how could it not be? You know what I mean? It's got all the ingredients for like a cool image line on clothing or something. You know, now that would be great. But if only. More to come. More to come on that. Those cryptic words. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm just strengthening the lines around the object, and for that reason, I'm doing that for the reason of making a little well, like a little trough rather, in the paper to keep the paint in, to keep the watercolor paint in. Yeah. It works, bro. It works, bro. Yeah. So try that out. That's a little. I mean, for me, it's it's a tip. It's an actually like you just press a little harder. Just press a little harder on your graphite, and preferably, you use a mechanical pencil. I just find that they're just easier. They're just easier all around. Like they keep their blah 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 tip, consistent. So I like it better myself. Plus, you're not like that was always a pain in the arse to me. Like, well, where am I going to put my shavings? I think at the time I had my garbage way back under my thing. So yeah, nerd rage. Yes, the things to be mad about, the things to be stymied about. Yeah. Oh, nerd rage. You see that? I broke my graphite. He's out of control. It's true. After I finish this elixir, Spider-Man, I'll be invincible. Spider-Man. Okay, just checking the chat there. All right. So, I think that's good. I think we're ready to roll with the first gray. Bring out the gray. The first gray wash. Send out the gray. Yeah, the first gray wash, which I most always do for zombie drawings, gives it the dinge. It gives it a nice case of the dinge, like something that's worn or dirty or yeah. Lived in, extremely lived in, and it gives a nice little underlying dementia 5, another dimension, another little dimension within the color that goes on top. So yes, what have we? What have ye? So there, you know what? I really like that. I'm going to put a couple more things in the inking process. There will be a little bit more pizzazz in there, and yeah, I like that. I like the almost like flaky, sometimes non-conforming cubes. Yeah. Yeah, more like dry skin or something. Gross. Gross. Dry skin. Gross. It's true though. Checking the chat in the world today. Okay. There we go. I find this highly irritable. Yeah, I think that could work. I think that could work. Almost like bone. It's bone. It's bone. Yeah, there. And then, kind of like, yeah, squished. There. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Time to wash. I washed earlier. Oh, wow, that was something. Shaved everything. Look at me. Look at me now. Ooh. Cubone instead of skirted egg. Yeah. Oh, I hated it so much. I just shot a couple videos for Rob Zombie Apocalypse. Some intros the other day, and like when they drop, you'll see. I look awful. Like I just look like a furry thumb. Yeah. It's like the color of the hair. It's like dark and then white again, and yeah, and then this, it makes the shape of my head look that much more ghastly. You know. Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, I can't stand this no more. Yeah, I had to do it, man. I had to shake my head again. Like, got no special reason. I was, not going any cons anytime soon, or, events. I don't think. But no, I had to get rid of it, man. Oh my goodness, it was bugging me. Like all the way up my neck and everything, man. Yeah, it was a furry thumb. That's all. That's all. It's a furry thumb. Yeah, we're putting on the wash. Wash. There. Nice. It all stays within that little trough. The little trough I made there. Trough in the paper with the graphite. Just pressing a wee bit harder. Yeah, you know what? It kind of helps a little bit, right? And then two, it'll help you when you're inking it because you'll be tracing those lines, and it's almost like, oh, your pen is following that little trough too. So that helps when you're inking. If you're doing my style, like if you're doing things in this style, in this process rather, I guess, with these elements in this order, then yeah, that little trough that you make comes in handy, like again, So yeah, just a little. That is an art tip, totally. That is one of those things you kind of. I don't know if it's in books. I don't know if it's in books. But it's, to me, it's one of those things. Excuse me, one of those things. One of those things that you kind of discover. I think, you kind of discover, on your own, you know, and it's not written somewhere. And you know, I don't know. To me that's a kind of a valuable tip, I would say, you know, to make that little trough. Yeah, and I don't know if anybody else does it. I don't like. Like I'm one of those artists that have absolutely no like contact with the outside world kind of thing, you know, except for this obviously, but like, you know, I don't belong to any like comic book thing. Like I've done comics and stuff, but like I don't. Yeah, I'm kind of just this weird illustrator guy, I guess. You know, who basically just does zombie stuff for the most part. You know, yeah, which I love that. You know, I really love that. I'm the zombie guy. I love it when people say that. You know, oh, it's the zombie guy. I love, you know, however they're saying it, even if it's with disdain. I like it. I like that. I like that. So yeah. So I hope you guys have subscribed or will plan to or will subscribe or plan to subscribe to the channel. That would be wonderful. It would really help. Your support and interest is incredibly valuable to me personally. You know, doesn't everybody want to be wanted, man? Right? So, you know, it's an honor for me to have your interest and support. And by that, I direct you to Zombie Daily, where you can donate $2 a month to help me do more art for Zombie Daily. The funds go directly to art supplies, and that's it. So the more I get in that area, the more wonderful, neat, interesting, wild stuff I'll be able to play with for you to watch me do. So that's how that works. Plus, you know what? If you subscribe, you can immediately suggest a character or something that you'd like to see me zombify. So that's an immediate perk right there, right? So I hope you take advantage of that. Yeah, yeah, I'm going through a phase. Yeah, go through a phase, Mom. Oh no, what happened? What happened? One of my pens fell. No, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you gonna be okay? There. So we're letting the camera, we're letting the camera dry. Cause they just put that first wash on there. Won't be long. I will get back to it and add the next, probably and last series of washes. I think. Yeah, there might be a couple of touch-ups here and there, but then it's Inking Man. Inking Man. That's what I should call myself. Inking Man. That's what I'm doing right now. Shut up. Joke man. I'll make the jokes around here. Just checking the chat there. Checking the chat there. All right. All right. All clear. All clear. Periodically pop in to see who has joined. Yeah, and if you know anyone who might benefit or enjoy the content, please feel free to share our information with them. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Always be nice. True. There. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just I'm enjoying doing these. Yeah, because I'm doing a series of originals, right? So that people can own an affordable piece of art from me. Doing what I do kind of best, and that's zombies, right? And that's zombies. So yeah, so I'm doing a bunch of, and like there's a whole, like if you go to Zombie Daily, you'll see it's in the live stream sketch section. Um, you'll see all like a bunch of other ones. I think I'm up to like 30 or something like that, maybe 40. Yeah, maybe like 42, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, maybe something like that. Like I'm up to about 42 of these types. Like they're not all head exploding ones, but yeah, I'm just doing like zombies like walking, zombies like lunging. Just a bunch of sort of like some have background, some it's just the zombie itself. So I'm doing a bunch of those, and of course it's content for Zombie Daily, as you would imagine, and people can check it out there on Zombie Daily. On Zombie Daily, and that is updated as you would imagine daily. I do it myself. No AI is ever used at all in my process for anything. I'm a real human guy. Yeah, who'd prompt this face, right? Yeah, exactly. But exactly. Yeah, we need him to be ugly but lovable, menacing but lovable. There. There. Yeah, man. I love these. I love these. But I love doing these. I think they're fun. I think they're fun. You know what? This is totally the stuff that my classmates would ask me to draw in like grade 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe not so much in 9, but then not 10, but then 11, 12. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that I think my love for zombies was like really enforced by the kids always asking me to draw like zombie heads blowing up or heads blowing up or whatever, man. Yeah, yeah. So of course, as a kid, I'm gonna do that, right? Yeah. I wanted friends. Okay, just checking the chat. Checking the chat. All right. Wonder if that camera is. Yeah, you know what? I think it's dry enough. I think it's time for another wash, and I think this time it's gonna have like a sort of cooler, yeah, like discolored. Maybe some flash. I think that I made. Thank you very much. Is it? Come on now. Overwhelming. Overwhelming. There, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Oh, there's gonna be some purple in there. Yeah, it's kind of a fleshy gray. Kind of a weird fleshy gray. Conjuring. It's pretty bad when you can't discern which horror franchise is which anymore. Like, I can't. Some of them I can't. You know, some of them I wish would just stop. Like, what's the one? Scream. Oh my goodness. I think I watched the. Oh boy. Which one was it? It was a newer one. And I was like, this movie is annoying. Like, the movie itself was annoying. Man. Yeah, that was awful. Oh, and then, oh yeah, and then characters just kept coming back from the dead. That was and I'm like, no. Like, that was awful. So awful. Yeah. I was like, man, I can't believe this is what passes for any kind of entertainment. I can't believe I didn't watch all. I don't think I watched. I must have watched all of it, but in not. Did I fall asleep a bit, or I don't know. But no, I didn't. I think I watched the whole thing attentively because I was like in shock. No, I don't know, man. I thought it was just like annoying, man. Like that's how I would describe that movie. You know. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. I don't know. Like, unbelievable even for the flimsy standards they've set for themselves. Like, there's my review. He gave it a better review. It's true, man. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. What do you want me to say? I'm gonna say the truth. You know, when it comes to stuff like that, man. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? You talking to me? There. Oh, that looks weird. That looks weird. But you know what? I think blue is what's missing in there. Yeah. Yeah. And then maybe some purple. Maybe some purple. Um, change brush. Purple. Yeah, put some purple on that band. At the bottom, I think there. Making this up as I go along. What's the plan, Indy? What plan? I'm making this up as I go along. He was my hero, man. Indiana Jones. Come on. How couldn't he be? Like, he was so cool, man. When I was a kid, yeah, I wanted to be Indiana Jones, man. And I would go like hiking up in the hills and all that, and down at the creek, yeah, man. You know what? Honest to goodness, guys, I'm not even kidding, man. Like, being in nature and around nature really builds your skills if you want to be an artist. If you want to be an artist, like, it really helps your skills. Like, literally that whole, like, I had no idea what people meant when they said touch grass. Like, the first time I heard that, it sounded like a negative thing, and I'm like, no, touch grass for sure, for real. You know what I mean? It's good for you. You know, go out into nature and enjoy things. Like, don't speed run it. Just, you know, relax, man, and discover natural things happening. You know, yeah. It really helps your ability to you know, understand texture and understand when you're trying to reproduce a texture that you felt, and seen and studied, you'll be able to draw it better, and just through osmosis, man. Picking up a rock and like skimming it across a pond or a lake or whatever, like things like that, just that tactile, like all that kind of your just environment, will infect you. Yeah, it will embed its thing, like just spirit into you, and feeling that breeze and like that fresh air, man. Like that Tucker's yout. That kind of being outdoors. And it's just really good for you, man. It's just really good for you. It really, really does help you become a better artist, though. For reals. That's another massive, huge tip. And I don't know if that's written down anywhere. I don't know if it's in books. Like I said, I don't know if like these tips that are easily found in in literature of any kind. But for me, that was kind of something I just discovered again too, on my own. Like I'm sure the process that I do is written or shown somewhere in an art book, but I did this, like I sort of created this on my own, like just out of doing it for so long, and for so many pieces of art. Like I think it distilled, the very few steps that you need to start like creating a really nice illustration, So, like I said, I'm sure it's probably somewhere. Like this process is kind of maybe somewhere in illustration books or something, but I kind of discovered it on my own, and I kind of do that. I'm not a book guy. I learned it on the streets, man. No, seriously, that's just the way that is just the way I have learned how to illustrate and draw and stuff. I did go to school. I went to college briefly for was it a 3-year or 2? I think. Geez, I can't remember now. Maybe it was a 3-year program. But there was a lot of stuff also involved in that didn't do any good. I can't remember what classes. I was like, why are we taking this, man? And then there was a computer class that was just like completely unnecessary because it was almost outdated at that point, Anyway, yeah, that was awful. But, I went to college for a bit for art, art and graphic design. I think the program was. Yeah. So, and look at me now. And look at me now. I'm a pretty happy guy. Pretty happy guy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a pretty happy dude. Happy dude. Send $1 to Happy Dude. Checking the chat there. Okay. All right. How's that? Oh, that's going to need a little bit longer to dry. Yeah, a little bit longer to dry. But I think, almost ready to ink. I rhymed. Yes. What is it? 2026. What? Oh yeah, 2026. Yarg. You stupid year. Yeah, it's awful outside right now. We're in another snowstorm. My my dudes. Yes. Yes. Oh. Like, Monday, it might as well have been summer. Like, it might as well have been summer. I made spaghetti sauce. I made a giant thing of spaghetti sauce. I went out to get a bottle of wine for dinner and have that spaghetti sauce with pasta, whatever, and was breaking up every time I'd go outside. I'd like break up some more ice and throw some more snow on the street because it was like just like I was taking down my giant hills of snow, you know, and it was almost hot out, like compared to what it's been, right? It was I think +9, you know, which depending on where you are in the world, you're probably laughing and going like, "That's freezing cold," you know. But like that was to us, especially this winter, that was awesome, you know. And there was literally you could hear birds you haven't heard all year. I was sitting in traffic for a second at a light, and I was like hearing these. I was just listening to these birds, and I'm like, oh man, this is like, shut your eyes for a second. This is summer, not while I'm driving, but if you shut your eyes for a second, this would be summer. You know what I mean? The windows open, you hear these birds, you know. It was awesome, and then smash cut to this, like another snowstorm, man. And this is the second one this week. Like since Monday. Like what the, like it's like you can have this like utter utopia, beautiful weather, and then like back in the like wasteland. There's nothing happening outside right now but wind and snow and darkness. Like it's another planet out there. Yeah. So anywho, guess who's not going anywhere for the next few days, man? Probably. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm loving these. I'm loving these head explosions, these zombie head explosions. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun, and I think on some like super primitive level, they're like a 13-year-old kid's fun thing to see, you know what I mean? Like that age group, video games where heads are exploding and stuff like that, yeah, because this is what I would do. This is what I was doing for my classmates back then, Draw somebody's head getting blown up. I'm sure I still have some of those drawings, man. Yeah, I should do a little a live where I go through some sketchbooks for y'all. Yeah, I don't know if you think that's fun. Like some of the art is awful, like awful. Like, yeah. I like what? I'm telling you, man. Like to me, it was just the worst. Because I looked through it, I'm like, what was I thinking? How could I have been this awful? And then you can see where growth has happened. Yeah, it's true, man. Yeah, so it's not a gift. The gift is life. The gift is life. The art is the learning of it, and the studying of it, and the practice, and the love of it. But the gift is life, man. The gift is life, and then if you find a passion like this that's indomitable, then yeah, hang on to that somehow, man. Somehow hang on to that, Like get it out there, whether it's in a zine or whatever you choose to interact with the crowds. If you want to if you want to communicate something through art, you know, there's many ways to do that. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, there's many ways to do that, you know, especially now in the electronic age, of course, right? In the electronic age. In the electro age that we live in here. Citizens. Oh, I must have some more coffee now. Oh my goodness, that's good. Okay. Yum, yum, yum. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Guys, you're watching Rob Sachetto in the studio drawing zombies. And the main feature of tonight is zombie single lens reflex camera, man. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. And I'm going to be inking this baby soon. It's a little damp in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that actually, I think. But once that's dry, there'll be a couple of touch ups here and there, but I'm gonna start inking, and we'll see where that goes, man. Yeah, woo. There's some other light color touch ups that will be used to define some of the areas. Whoops, so define some of the areas, but very fleshy, very rotten. Yeah. So we're gonna get back to that momentarily, but for right now, I'm drawing zombies exploding heads. Zombies exploding heads. Yes. I used to do a lot of this stuff when I was in school. A lot of kids would ask me to do this kind of stuff, right? So. So it's the 13-year-old boy around that age group, you know, digs this kind of stuff. Heads exploding cool, you know what I mean? Yeah, because I did love that stuff when I was that age, you know. Grow out of it. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, you know what, I'm going to take out, where's my racers? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. What? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there's, yeah, you know what, I'll be needing him later on. Really? Not one eraser. You're kidding. Not one eraser up here. What? Oh. Do I have to turn my chair around? There's gotta be one up here. There's gotta be. What? 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 Okay, there's a piece of one. Oh, for the love of goodness. For the love of sponge cake. Yes, I'm calm now. There. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one's far from over, but no, yeah, really, I'm really having a lot of fun with these guys, man. Like, I mean, what's not to like? You know, just exploding matter. You know, zombie matter. Yeah, and I mean, you get to draw, like quite a bit of a zombie anyway with that too. Like even despite the fact that most of it's blown up, like there's still a lot of cool stuff within, like the neck here and all that stuff, right? So yeah. So it is a full, zombie drawing, despite the fact that it's like, a bunch of pieces of stuff. But yeah, having a couple of horizontal ones in there really helps the aesthetic as well. Stuff, pieces. There'll be brains and pieces and all that. Yeah. That's what we're doing here. Skulls all cracking apart. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Yeah, these are fun. These are fun little originals. Again, I'll probably be putting them on my print shop page, which the link is in the description below. You can check that out. You can buy prints. You can buy prints. There are. Oh, you can buy the. You can order the zombie handbook, and you can also order the Cape Fear comic and graphic novel. Yes, from that print shop site. So if you're interested, and yeah, you can even order a zombie portrait from there too. I offer a lot of places where you can do that. You know, because I can't do them forever, and if you want like an authentic one, that's the only way that can happen. So yeah, order a zombie portrait soon, guys. I've done around, well, probably like over 10,000 zombie portraits, over 10,000 zombie portraits uh, worldwide since 2006, and this is the 20th anniversary of zombie portraits. So yeah, man, get yours by going to zombieportraits.com or the print shop, or just ask for one right here and I'll set you up. I'll set you up. Yeah. They are currently regular price, but that will go up um, shortly. Yeah. So that y'all know. Two, it helps to get one done sooner. If you want to save a couple bucks, yeah, but get an authentic Rob Sachetto zombie portrait from the guy who's drawn more zombies than anyone on Earth. Who better than that guy? He's had a lot of practice. He's had a lot of practice drawing zombies. You might call him a professional. Professional zombie guy. Yeah. Gotta call him something. There we go. There it is. I really like this. Yeah, I love how I love how emaciated and like bulbous the skull is, and then shattering, like that. Yeah, with like the pieces. Yeah, cracking off. Shattering. Bone shattering. Yeah, okay, so I think I'm going to try to head back to the camera there and see if. Oh, good. Yeah, it's ready. All right, so I'm going to just. I'm going to add just a wee bit more of a definite vein line. Vein line. In there. Purple. Purple. Can use a little less though. There we go. Oh, there's the snowplow. Goody, goody. Yeah. I'm not kidding. It's like it's a desolate wasteland out there. Don't go out there. No, I won't let you die. Yeah, it's pretty brutal up there, man. So yes, I'm just adding a little bit more depth in there. Um, Making the eye or lens rather appear to be inside there, and then I'm gonna add some here, there. Uh, Maybe a wee bit in there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just to give it a little more weight, depth. You know. Yeah. Shadow, shade, shading. You're a good shader. You're a good inker. Did you color that? Love it when people ask me if I colored that and I'm drawing like a black and white thing. Yeah. Interesting. These humans continue to interest me. Yeah. Did you color that? Color? These humans, as you call them. Yeah. There. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Tastes good. Yeah, you know what? Just thought of something. Maybe make it look more like bruising with some maybe yellow in there. Does that take you out of it? I don't know. I think if it had some more white, maybe like it blended in with, yeah, that's much better. Yeah, it's blending in. It was too. I found it too vibrant. It was too hot. You know, had to cool it down. Had to cool it down some. Gotta cool that down, son. Douche. There. Oh, yeah. Check the chat. Oh, yeah. Check the chat. Okay. All clear. There. Okay. So, time to ink. Time to ink, baby. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now what should I use? Now what should I use? Now what should I use? Batman. Should I use my pen mark? I love my pen mark. Oh, I love my pen mark. My pen, man, I can't believe how good this pen is. Pen mark, the mark of excellence. Man, it's just really great. It's a really great brand, and it's like a dollar store pen. And yes, it's very cool. It's very good. It does a lot of good things. Smooth. The ink is nice and consistent and dark, and it doesn't bleed. It don't bleed. Ain't got time to bleed. That's what it literally said to me. Ain't got time to bleed. I was like, you got time to duck? Yeah, it's a Predator medley for you. Predley. You heard it here first, folks. These folks, as you call them. Yeah. The bruise inside. Yeah, there. I really like that a lot better. You know what, man? Do good. Selling those human trades is the challenge, right? For something like this. So you really want to sell those human traits on this inanimate object, you know. Add more, curve, more like, organic shapes, within the structure, and evoke that really weird feeling, of an inanimate object with human qualities, and then, making that, decay and rot in front of your eyes type of thing. It's a zombie thing now. It's an item, it's an object that is undead somehow, Palpatine came back somehow. There's your writing. There's your the Mojus. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see what I I just stop watching things if I don't like them anymore. That's all. There's my protest. Stop watching it. I know it's a huge business to crap on stuff and everything now, so but for me, if I want to protest or not protest something, but if I'm not into it, man, I just don't watch it. I just don't watch it, anymore, Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm one of those old ancient dudes who was around to literally watch um, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi in theaters. You know, so yeah, like those movies were of such like different substance. You know, um, it's very difficult to replicate. Although, I remember when the Mandalorian was a thing, like the early. I don't even know what. Kind of lost me, man. Like as it went along. And I don't even know if there's a season I didn't see, but the first few seasons, like I think the first two seasons were really good. I thought, and they really reminded me in that universe, man. And it's too with Star Trek when that was. I didn't watch any of Voyager or like I stopped at um, the Picard one. Oh my god. Oh, Star Trek. I wanted to say Enterprise. Why can't I think of the Next Generation? The Next Generation? Is it that simple? Star Trek Next Generation? Is that it? Yeah? Can't be that simple. No, maybe it is. Maybe it is. So you were watching me ink. You were watching me ink this SLR camera that has been zombified. Yes. On a Friday night. On a Friday night, no less and no more. Man, you're cool. What'd you do on Friday night? Watch this guy draw a camera as a zombie. What? Yes, it's true. Yeah. Guys, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. That would be very wonderful of you. And I would thank you dearly for that. Will help the channel grow and hopefully reach a wider audience of folks who like art and zombie art in particular. And pop culture. And pop culture. Just want to check the chat for a moment. Spidey sense. Okay, I don't know why, but okay, because the views are up there. Okay. I'm glad to have the views up there, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. We're drawing a single lens reflex camera, otherwise known as a SLR, as a zombie. Yes, indeed. Would a sane man do that? No. Nine. Niet. Would a sane man? Yeah. Making that, human flesh texture and traits, human flesh traits in the inanimate object always makes it a little creepier. Well, yeah, of course it does, right? Like, it's very Cronenbergian um, and Lynchian kind of thing, that kind of idea of having an inanimate object, be alive or have human qualities or traits. Yeah. So, yeah, adding those in is the challenge in doing that for that kind of effect, right? But I love a challenge. So, one of the great things about subscribing, guys, is that you get to request or suggest an item, object, character, whatever you would like to see me zombify. Yeah, so that's a great perk right there, I think. I kind of thought so. I thought, hey, that would be kind of nice to, it would get a lot of birds stoned at once, in the sense that I will create more content for Zombie Daily. You'll get to see a character that you'd like to see zombified. Zombified? The subscription is very, very, very appreciated, of course, and doing another new character is a wonderful challenge too. I love doing that, and then learning about the characters too. Often I don't want to say often, but lately I haven't been able to do that as much because I've been absurdly busy. But in most cases, I kind of do a little bit of research on the character. Just a brief overview. What the character's all about. Yeah, it helps you draw the character better. So if I can, I do that. And sometimes it's kind of cool because you learn about new characters you wouldn't have known right about. So, yeah. Putting some more vein in your game. Yeah. See that again. Those kind of human traits are obviously very noticeable in an inanimate object, right? So, yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Well, because you have to think of what skin would look like in that shape, you know. Gotta think of these things. What sane man would do this? What a sane man. Who thinks of those things? Douche. Who thinks of those things? Hey, Philip Candy! How is it going, man? It's been a while. Hello. Hello. You know I was going to do that. You know I was going to do that. Hope you're having a great evening. I hope you had a great week. and an even better weekend coming. Thanks for joining us here on the channel live, drawing some zombie stuff. Drawing some keeping it zombie. Yeah. And what am I zombifying today? I am zombifying an SLR camera. Yes, another obsolete, mostly item from the distant. Yes, the dark ages. I used to sell cameras, man. Yeah, at Black's and Black's Cameras, man. Black's Cameras. That was a actually pretty big at the time retail chain. Like they were huge. I think they were like the biggest one, to be honest, in Canada anyway. But I think they were in the States too, because they ended up being bought out by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Like the Colonel Sanders, whoever owns that franchise, they were yeah, we were bought by them. Remember getting a memo about that at the store. Yeah. The Colonel owns us. The Colonel. Yeah, the Colonel. He owns us now, man. Yeah. We didn't even put up a fight or nothing. Yeah. So, yeah, a little tidbit of information there, like nobody asked for. But, yeah, man, I worked at a camera shop and photo development. Photo development lab. Yeah, that's what I'd say when I'd answer the phone from the front, people calling in the back. This customer here wants to know if their order's ready. Lab. And that was that. Yeah, because yeah, they teach you how to work the giant printer machine and all of that stuff. The silver recovery unit, all that stuff, man. You know, and for those who have been on this live since the beginning, it's not this again. No, just talking about like again camera stuff, and how it's like people still use it. Don't get me wrong, people still use like the old style cameras, and all that. But it's nowhere near, of course, the way it used to be, man. Like we were only one of many photo development places in the downtown area where I live. Like there were maybe 2 or 3 other ones, and they were like busy nonstop too. So yeah, photography and these types of things were huge back then. Like that was a big business, man. Like I said, like in the lab, there was silver recovery units. So it was this thing through, I guess, electrolysis or something, or conductivity that would attract the silver in the solution, and then you'd send it to head office, So they'd do whatever with it, recycle it or bank it, or I don't know what they ever did with it, to be honest. But like, I guess they just made more of that chemical too, or I don't know. But yeah, man, that was a thing. So all of that stuff like is absolutely obsolete now. Those huge machines that they had, those giant photo development machines are like basically scrap, like giant things of scrap. And there are so many of those, man. Yeah. Makes you think. Why do I recycle? No, I do it, man. I do it anyway. I just do it. Yeah. I recycle a lot, like even pens and everything, man. Yeah, I'm a recycled nerd, to be honest. Yeah. But I don't judge, man. If you don't recycle, that's your prerogative. Like, I wish people would, but I totally get it, man. Sometimes it's a bloody inconvenience. You don't even know if it's gonna like be recycled and all of that stuff. I get it, man, but you know, it is the way of the land right now, so I do it, and I don't feel like taken out by it. Sometimes it's a bit of a pain in the arse because stuff will accumulate in your recycle bin drawer thing, if you have that. You could just push it through a chute and it goes in a recycling bin outside. I don't want to go out there. Yeah, I was able to take all my recycling bins from under my steps because there was no snow after Monday. And then now we're like in second blizzard of the week, man. Oh man, I'm dying again. Yeah. Like when is this? When will this be over? And like I'm looking at the weather next week because it's already like it's Friday today, right? Like I'm looking at the weather next week, and it's just awful. Like it's just awful, man. I think tomorrow's not supposed to be too bad, but just more snow, more snow. Yeah, yeah. So I'm making the bottom too very rough hewn and cracked up and like almost rusted or decayed, you know. And it's true, you could have both, you could have there could be metal parts to this and flesh parts. But no, I kind of see this more being like a fleshy thing, And I'm actually like working into that bruise thing. Maybe I'll put some veins around it or something oh, maybe that was like a bite point or like a point where that's how it became a zombie somehow. Yeah. It could be one of those Evil Dead, Deadite, zombies. Yeah. I love those. They have a really unique look, man. Like, that I think really pioneered, like the look of, even like demons and stuff. That blank, that sort of like giant white eyeball, within a really sinister brow, type look, and the way they would talk and the way they would like move and all that kind of stuff and infect and all that. Like I thought the Deadites were very unique. Like they're possession zombies, I guess, and actually put that in the zombie handbook, man. I explained that, how those work. Yeah, man. Yep, I explained Deadites. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. Well, did I mention Deadites in the book? I can't remember now. But yeah, I even explained how Frankenstein is a type of zombie. No, he isn't! Yeah, got a lot of mail on that one. No, he isn't! You take that back. Oh, Alan, how's it going, man? I I am well, thank you. I hope you are too, man. I hope you are too. Pizza Runner 31. That looks incredible so far. Also, hi, yes. Hi, Pizza Runner 31. Great to have you guys on the show, man. Oh my goodness. A star-studded gallery of watchers tonight. That's awesome, man. I'm so glad to have you guys keep me company in the old studio. It's like a total way. I'm like I'm at the station where the thing happened, man. Like it's a blizzard here, man. It's crazy. So nothing but darkness and white dunes and like continually falling snow, man. It's unreal. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, man. I'm putting in some kind of like diseased areas where there's like boils and stuff. Again, giving human characteristics to a inanimate object is the objective in this new endeavor. Yes. And I'm really digging this series, man. I'm really digging this series an awful lot. When you put them up next to each other, like the gramophone, like the rotary phone and the boombox, it looks really cool. Like it looks like something you'd see framed in a house. And then you go like, oh, there's just drawings of things. That's kind of cool. But as you get closer, you'll notice something's kind of off, and it's like, oh, they're like made of flesh and stuff, man. They've got teeth in them, like just weirdness, man, like total weirdness, right? So, yeah, but they look cool in frames. They look cool beside each other, type of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, as just day-to-day objects or obsolete objects. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that kind of, feel until you get closer, then it's like, they're zombies. They're all infected. Yeah, I think I need a little bit more darkness in here. Yeah, so I'm gonna pile onto the already existing feathering under the veins there, under that big vein there. So add some more feathering to the feathering to make it a wee darker, and then add a little more feathering on top of the whole thing. There. Making it a little darker. I'll probably make it a little even darker. Yeah. Love the sort of kind of rib cages, but like not a rib cage, but kind of that kind of structure, Again, giving it that those human characteristics. You humans. Why yada. There. Oh, what's that noise? Probably another plow. Oh, Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. Ever tell you kids that worked in the camera store, boosh. He's starting to lose it, sir. Yeah, camera store man. Many years ago. Many years ago. Yeah. Want to know where I work next? I can't divulge that information. It's classified. It's classified. Yeah. Kind of looks like intestines. Yeah, the strap. And again, I'm trying to invoke a very organic feel, you know. So uniformity is disrupted. You know, straight lines are bent and softened, and texture is added in an organic way. In an organic way. Curds and whey. No way. And yeah, that's how that happens. That's how this happens. Philip Gandy, love the camera. Thank you, kind sir. I appreciate that, man. Pizza Runner 31. Was it you who had requested the Goat Man originally, or was it you, Alan? No. I thought it was you, Pizza Runner. Yeah. I thought it was. I can't remember now. Or it could have been someone else that night. A night you were on. Yeah. But either way, I love doing that series now. So there'll be more of those coming too. The Kraken, I really loved how the Kraken turned out. The Kraken turned out really great. That was, I think, the last one I did. The latest one, the last one. I will be doing more. There are a million different cryptids out there, man. Some that are like fairly like plausible. It's just like a cat that hasn't been seen, like a kind of feline creature that hasn't been seen for a long time or whatever. But then there's like the more implausible ones. I always thought the Jersey Devil was implausible to me, like one of those most implausible ones. The Kraken one, to me, is absolutely plausible in many ways. A lot of those sightings took place like, hundreds of years ago, and who knows, man? There might have been way more ancient life around back then, man, because maybe there was, I know we're talking millions of years, but who knows, like maybe there was some actual sorts of cryptids back then, like real things, given the time frame, right? But yeah, like the likelihood of a lot of them are as much as I love them to exist, mind you, don't get me wrong, I would love for any kind of strange kaiju type creature to, be real, man. Yeah, that would be exciting to say the least. You know, I freak out when I see like large, like frogs and alligators, crocodiles, like those saltwater crocodiles, man. Those things are like those. They're like dinosaurs and snapping turtles and things like that. I find that stuff like super fascinating, and I love seeing beasts like grow to like ridiculous sizes, man. Like that's such a kid thing for me. I've never outgrown that, man. I've always, that's why I love Godzilla. I think Godzilla got me into that. Godzilla, yeah, Godzilla totally got me into that. Because yeah, I'd have pet, toads, and I'd be like, oh, I just want them to get to like an enormous size. So I'd be obsessed with feeding them and all that. And it's like, oh, I wonder if he's ready for a crayfish. So try the crayfish, man. Put the crayfish in there. Crawfish. Yep. And yeah, remember the Gojira, my cane toad at the time. Yeah, I'm a nerd, man. I told you I was a nerd. What did I tell you? My cane toad, Gojira, yeah, I would I would get him the mice, and I would get like just crazy, those crazy huge silkworms or whatever. What do they call them? I can't remember what they were called now. But yeah, PetSmart, and who else? Oh yeah, Tropics North here. I would go there all the time and get them. You know, but yeah, because I just wanted, I wanted my beasts, my pretties. I wanted them to go out in the night. Yeah, no, I just love that. I just love the fact that those things can almost grow like exponentially, right? Because the only thing keeping them that size is their environment, like predators or anything like that. That's why the cane toads are so huge, because they have like very few predators, so they grow to like enormous sizes. But there's still people shooting them and trapping them and stuff like that too, right? So then and running them over and stuff. In Australia, and I guess in other places too. Because they're incredibly prolific, man. Like astonishingly prolific. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is. I really like this one, man. I really like this one. It's coming. It's coming along. It's coming along, man. Guys, I'll be on the road soon, man. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be con season once again, coming soon. I know it looks pretty bleak out there right now, but come spring, I will be on the road. I think the first stop is Sault Ste. Marie this year, I believe. That I will be attending. So I'll be in the Sioux. I'll have dates. I'll have dates and times coming up if you want to catch me thereabouts. So super looking forward to that. And apparently there might be another one I'm going to in the Sioux later this year too, perhaps. Different organizer. So because the usual organizer of the big con, the awesome Kong, is has announced he's not him and his wife aren't doing them anymore. So that came as a huge blow, man. They were like just the best. They're very good friends of mine too, and they'll be missed doing those events hugely, I think, in their community. And man, that even affects me because um, I loved going to their cons. So many people came out to their events, and I had such a great built-in fan base there from doing it since day one. Since day one, when they were they started in a garage, man. They started the con in a garage. Like it was a big garage, but it was like a car, a business, like a business car garage. So like people would go in one door and come around and go out the other. So like that's how it was set up, and we were kind of in this little grease trough around the interior, and it was an awful day, like an awful uh, windy, blowing, inclement day. Or I'll never forget that. And they had like a meat truck outside, like a food truck selling some types of, I guess, maybe pulled pork or something in that. Um, but yeah, I everyone there did unbelievably well, and I'm like, how on earth is this? How on earth is this working, man? Like how? This is the weirdest. Like I had no idea what to expect, and when it was like a garage, I was like, oh, this is gonna be awful. Like no one's coming to this. Meanwhile, it was one of the best cons I'd ever done. Like it was one of the best events I'd ever done up until that point. Yeah, and so every con after that, and you know what? You guys can check out my reviews, man. I do con reviews, and you can see them on the channel on the video in the video portion. And you can check out some of the cons I've been to, and I talk about them. And yeah, I take some risks, man, because I know a lot. Like some con organizers may not like what they hear, but it's observe and report. And I never do it. Like I never do anything maliciously in the sense that I'm trying to hurt an organizer. It's more in the way of like, oh, you know what, this happened, so it might be better if you did this next time, just pointing out stuff, not being a dick about it, right? So, yeah, most like the con reviews are basically just that, just observe and report, man. That's it, you know. So no like third hand information or anything, like that. Just what I see, what I experience, what I heard firsthand from people, So in the case of like, oh, how did you do, like, and the answer to which depends on the con, right? Because oftentimes, if you don't do well, there's not a lot of people there, right? You got to get the people in the door. You got to get the people in the door, man, and that's kind of the whole, thing. Anybody can rent a venue and fill it full of vendors, man. That's the easy part, the marketing and getting people in there who want to be there, right? Especially who want to be there. Like you want to go to places where and do advertising, target advertising to, maybe local Dungeons and Dragons folks, or gamers, man, comic book stores, things like that, right? So yeah, but man, I've seen some great organized stuff, and I've seen some not so great, so. Man, there we go. What do you think of that, guys? That is, I'm digging that. I think that needs to be a little darker, though. Some more feathering. Adding some dementia. Dementia 5 Spider-Man. Yeah. And then there'll be some highlights. Some highlights to make it look, slick, juicy. Yeah. I think, let me see about that eye. You got the eyes of an angel. Let me see if, no, you know what, where's me other one? Bring out the gray. Oh, there we go. How about this? How about this? Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. That's definitely in there for a good eye. A good eye. How about this? Let's see how that would look. I like this. That doesn't make that doesn't. You know what? I didn't want to make it an oval on purpose. Now I think it works better without this. I think, and then I could kind of like just make this cloudy, and then put the highlight in there, and it would work. I think. Yeah. 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 Let's go get rid of that there. Okay. All right. Where was I? What? Who? What? When? Where? What? What's this? Hello, what's this? Oh, it's blue. Okay. All right. Where's me brush? Yeah, where's me brush? I'm gonna use this one. Who took me Lucky Charms? Why you tricked me? Why you? You tricked me. Yeah, there. That's right. There. There we go. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. That's right. Oh, there you go. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. A big yes. Okay, wipe away a tear. Now, but what I did want to also do is make a little, well, I'll tell you what. Here's one thing I've yet to do, and that is to put the thick holding line around the object, as I often do in these cases. Why? Because it pops off the page thusly. Alright, that's good. And I often use Sharpies for that. Yeah. Right? Yeah? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Alright, here we go with, that's how it's going. And then That's how it is. I love it. I love it already. It's already starting to pop. It's already starting to pap. Oh, come on, pap. Had some fixins. Had some fixins to do there because things were off. So just fixed them. Well, you know what the thing is too. This band or strap or whatever, I wanted to kind of make look like beef jerky, you know, or like mummified almost skin. He skinned them. He skinned them. Yeah, yeah, like human flesh jerky. That's kind of the area I wanted to go in with this to make it kind of look like that. Gotta think of these things. Gotta think of these things. You gotta go to bed with these things. Yeah. There. Yeah, man. I'm. You know what? I had reservations about this one. I really did. I was sketching it this afternoon, and I'm like, I don't know if this one's gonna turn out well, but I love this one. I really do. And when I say that, it's more of like I like how it worked. Like I like how it turned out. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm so good or whatever. It's more like, oh, you know what? I made it work for myself. You know, like I feel satisfied with the appearance. You know, there's nothing I feel like, oh, you know what, I could have done. Like there's always things you could do better, but I mean, for the entirety of the piece, you kind of look at it and you're satisfied with it. You know, you're satisfied with it. You're happy with it. You know, especially when your expectations were low. You know, yeah, and it's not like I went into it like that, like thinking that, or hanging on to that. It was more or less like, oh, I don't know, man. This might be the one that doesn't work for whatever reason. But I find that quite the contrary. I think it's actually really good. You know. And one of my almost instant favorites from the series already. I know there's only like what, 4? Is this the 4th one? I think this is the 4th one. So yeah, like I like it already. You know, I guess there's only 4, but yeah, it's one of my favorites already. Yeah. There. Mm. Mm. Oh, my neck's been sore for days. Days. Oh, man. What a... it's such a drag, man. It's true. Yeah, it haunts you. It haunts you all day. Yeah. Ooh. Your neck's sore again, dummy. Yeah. Oh, man. There. Yeah, I really like this one, I think, guys. I hope you're digging it too. It's very creepy. And again, I think if you saw this like framed, on a wall like far away, if you saw these like put together, they would look like normal drawings of things, and like, oh, those are pretty nice drawings of things over there. And then as you approach them, why, you see that they're these fleshy abominations versions of these everyday, you know, now obsolete. But hey, it's but hey, it's not stopping here. Like I'm gonna do more inanimate objects. In fact, you know what? I did a toilet. I did a toilet. I did the toilet. I did the toilet. I did a toilet and that was actually, believe it or not, custom a custom request, like a commission. Yeah, yeah. So I guess that was the first, inanimate object I'd done. I think, I'm pretty sure. Like, unless you want to count toys, but like I don't count toys. Like the way I draw toys as zombies is not more the product. It's more of like the zombie, you know. Yeah, it's more of like maybe they're more cartoony or alive, you know, for lack of a better term. When I do toys as zombies, it's not like they're a tool or something. They already sort of have personality type of thing. You know, a camera's a camera, right? So yeah, like that's different to me. That's different to me. You know, and obviously so, right? Like obviously it would be different. You know, because I've done like glowworm, for example. Remember that glow? Remember that you know, you press the inside and the head would glow. It was like a little nightlight for kids. I had one, man, when I was a kid. When I was a baby, I had a glowworm. Yeah. And so I did a glowworm as a zombie, and you know, it's a toy. I don't think there was even an animated sort of anything commercial even. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, like that was just a toy. So like it's technically an inanimate object, but it obviously has a personality. And when I did it, you can see if you go to Zombie Daily, you type that in the search bar, and you'll see what I mean. You know, by that, you know, it's an inanimate object, but it clearly has, you know, versus this, which is just a camera. But you know what? It could do like a fridge. Yeah, man. You know what? I see a lot of potential there. I see a lot of potential. Could do a fridge. You know, that's not obsolete, right? That's like an everyday item. You know. So yeah, I could do that. There's so much stuff, man. Come on. There's so much stuff, and man, I love doing it. I love doing it. I think it's so much fun, and I think it's a weird, interesting take on stuff with consistency. Like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, I'm not the first one to ever do this kind of gimmick, you know, draw this kind of thing. You know, I'm not the first person to put human traits into inanimate objects. But when it happens, it's fun, you know. And I did a lot of this stuff, even like in sketchbooks and that too, you know. So you can see that maybe coming up in a live. I'll do a live where I go through some of my sketchbooks for y'all. Yeah. Okay, I think one more little trick, one more little trimp, one more little herb trimpy. Yeah, that's great. I love that. And it's not done, but it's getting there. I love that eye. I love that lens eye, camera lens eye thingy. Love the camera. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now, I think what I need to do is two things, actually, and that is as follows. Adding a little bit of blue. A little bit of blue. Oh, no, not this blue. Not this blue. you. Where is the other one? I think I see it right under there. Yes, it is. A little bit of blue here. Blue. A little bit here. Just a wee. Just a whisper. A whisper of blue, y'all. A whisper. I had to shave my head today and shower because it was getting out of hand, man. Being a shut-in. Starting to Hugh Hefner myself. Yeah, it was getting pretty bad. Man. Yeah. So, yeah, I did. I think I mentioned earlier I did a couple of intros for upcoming Rob's zombie art apocalypse, and yeah, I look like an escaped lunatic, man, escaped mental patient or something, man. Yes, and I make note. I make note of it in the video because yeah, it's kind of unmistakable. It's kind of unmistakable, really. It's kind of unavoidable. My rap is unavoidable. Yeah, I think this is good. Now, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do a little bit more there, and there. And a little rumpa slice there. Bread there. Man, yes, I love that. That looks good. That looks good. And again, I think, and I'm saying that because I think it's successful. I think that's the word I was searching for earlier when I was talking about why I like it and why I like any piece, myself, my own, or anyone else's included, and it's often a number of things, right? Like how they handle their medium, how clear the message is, or whatever they're trying to convey with the art and stuff like that. That's why again, comics are very labor intensive in that way, right? And after I get Cape Fear 2 done, I have to change up my style, man. I don't think I can maintain. I can't maintain. And here's something that sounds insane already, but I'm already thinking about doing it. Another comic series, man. Another comic series that I've always wanted to do. And I think I might do it after Cape Fear 2 is done. Believe it or not, there is a Cape Fear 3. Yeah, it's a trilogy. It will see the light of day depending on how long I survive this earthly coil. As long as I'm within this earthly coil, yes, I will definitely be working on Cape Fear 3 at some point. I think doing Cape Fear 2, once I do Cape Fear 2, I'll have the knowledge that I can either still hang or I should stay away from comics. So after I do Cape Fear 2, which I'm working on right now, I'm going to see whether I can do, another one. If Cape Fear 2 is successful, as the first one was, then I'll do a third. And I'll do it shortly after having done the second one. And I know that sounds implausible, but the only reason I waited for so long is because I didn't think I could. I didn't think I could hang, man. I didn't think I could like do as good a job with the art as I did, you know. And a lot of other reasons, like a lot of other like creative kind of reasons, you know. It's a huge undertaking, man. Like it's a mega huge. That just takes up your life doing comics. Like at least for me, anyway. Again, for me, you know, like it's a job for some people, right? It's just a regular job. You know, you got to be creative and all that stuff, but it's just a basic. It's basically a job. But for me, it's more of a, you know, huge deal. Yeah, it's got to be like this, you know. There we go, guys. Got the nice thick holding line around. I'm gonna give it a little bit thicker on the bottom of the strap here, or beef jerky, or human flesh turned to beef jerky. Yeah. 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 Uh-oh. That's still damp. It's still damp. Now I'm going to also add a little bit of, a whisper. Okay. What's going on there? 37 views. Color me surprised at that. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. Yeah. Well, we're almost done. Just adding a couple of lines in, thicker lines to distinguish some areas in here from other areas in here, and so on and so forth. And my pen is not working as it should. But there we go. I'm going to add some, like kind of, again, organic. You know what? Is this not this is the older one maybe? Is it? Oh yeah, maybe this is the newer one, yeah. Yeah. Man, it's still damp. I think I can add the highlight in there, though. I think I can add it in. But I love that eye. Like, I love the eye. I think the eye's great. You know what? I might add a bit more white here around. This is barely white anymore. This is very white anymore. There. I'm gonna again put some darkness around there to punch it up a bit. But the Bic whiteout pen, my favorite. Why you little? Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, my favorite. I like that. Highlight, adding to the gore factor, you know, sliminess. Maybe I'll add some blood. Blood. Maybe I'll add some blood. And I just love the way it doesn't touch the entire paper and adds an almost scratchiness to the drops, to the stream. And I know that sounds weird, but like it's not a completely flat chisel snizzle. It's a bit like warped, so when it hits the paper, it doesn't. It leaves sort of streaks rather than lines. Like they're lines, but they're streaks. You know. So yeah, I love that, and that's nice. I love that like addition of color. That makes sense. You know. Gotta keep it real. Gotta keep it zombies. Yeah. So yes, adding to the festivities, of course. Here the highlights, the little highlights there. Boop. You know, yeah. And then there's like usually numbers on these lenses, right? But I'm just gonna put little. Then on the graded grip. Yeah. What do you think, guys? I think that looks cool, man. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's really good. I think it's really good. And again, what I mean by that specifically is, I really think it's successful in what it's sort of portraying, right? And that is of a zombified SLR camera. I bet you that wasn't on your bingo card for things to be drawn today. Guys, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will create more content for you. Here's how it works. Let me level with you. Subscribe to the channel, and you can immediately request a character or thing you would like to see zombified, and I will do it. I will do it for you. Yes, I will either do it here on a live. It's less likely for that, just because of the amount of requests I get. Or on a Rob's Zombie Apocalypse, which is far more likely. Or the likeliest is that I will do it and it will be posted on Zombie Daily at some point in the near future. Working on a bunch now. I just did a couple of Rob Zombie Apocalypses with new character requests completed. So yeah, those will be up pretty soon, and looking forward to that. But yes, that is the wonder of this channel. You can subscribe and request things you'd like to see me do as art, and I would love to do that for you, for your entertainment. Yes, and if you're an artist, if you like the style and or what do you call it? Proceed. Yeah, the sort of like little, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out. Help me. Yeah, my style. Like if you like the kind of style and the procedure and the things behind how I kind of do stuff, feel free to use those tips and things for yourself. Yeah, there we go. You know what? I really wanted there to be a darker. It's always good to have that longer barrel sort of thing, a wee darker, to emphasize the size of the object and the weight, the weight of the object. Because that's great. Like having, what the textures are. You can see the textures, but then with the that extra darkness added, it feels heavier. It feels like a heavier item. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's live stream. I believe I will be doing one more inanimate object. Oh, did I drop something? No. One more inanimate object next Friday, and then I don't know. It'll be another. Month of things. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe it might be random. Maybe it'll be another month of things, like specific sort of groups of things. Not sure. Haven't thought that far ahead as always. So in the meantime, guys, check out some of the other lives. Check out the definitely check out Zombie Daily. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. That would be so super of you to do. I'm going to check the chat one more time, see if anybody has any final thoughts. Okay, and that's good. Oh, wow, I can actually see stuff moving in that thing. Okay. All right. Yeah, until next time, guys, Rob Suchetto bids you adieu. Peace, love, and best wishes until next time.